I am Princess to Goddess, and this is your daily message. Before I get started, go ahead, put your location in the comments below, just so I can tell who's in class today and how far my messages are reaching. Okay, let's get started. Title of today's message is You Can Have Sex on Demand, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so typically when I have a client and my client is telling me that they're having trouble having sex, like when it's time. Now, there are several reasons why a person cannot have sex when they want to, like when it's ready, when it's time, when it's been proposed. There are several reasons. One is due to like medical conditions. We will not be discussing medical conditions today. If you indeed do feel like there is something physically wrong with the way that your body is working and you cannot get an erection or you cannot have an orgasm and you think that it may be a physical issue, please contact your local physical care provider and get checked out. Yes, you can go into a regular doctor, walk in, tell them that you can't get it up or you can't pour it out. That was for the ladies. You can't get it up or you can't pour it out. Talking about the orgasms. But yeah, you can definitely go to a regular physician for that, and they will talk to you about that, possibly prescribe you some things and just try to help you along, right? So we're not talking about any medical conditions today. There are two cases in which I've come into contact with clients who feel like they cannot have sex on demand. The first type of client that cannot have sex on demand is a man who is like having sex for the first time, or it's like a new partner or something like that, and they are too excited. They're so excited that they can't get it up, and this is called performance anxiety, right? You cannot get it up because you're too excited, you're too nervous, or whatever. And then the second client that I deal with that has trouble having sex on demand are women who are just too tired, or they have a headache, or there's like something impeding them from moving forward with having sex. So because this is you guys, it's mainly dudes on this channel, I'll start with you. The reason you cannot have sex on demand, if you are a person who can't get it up because the woman is new, or maybe you're about to do something different than what you would normally do with the person that you're with. The reason you cannot get it up, the reason you can't perform, is because you're thinking about it too hard. I know that sounds simple, but it's not. The mind is a very, very powerful thing that can run away from you if you don't catch that before it gets too far, right? So if you're getting ready to have sex for the first time, or if you're in a relationship and you guys are taking your sex level to the next, you're up in your game, you cannot perform because you're thinking about it way too hard. Okay? Or you're being turned off. That was to the comment that just came in. You're being turned off, okay? Let's go through this step by step. What's happening to your body, what's happening to you mentally, as to why this is not panning out for you. Okay. There are lots of messages going around in the world about small penises. There are lots of messages going around in the world about a man being like a 1 minute man. Just all types of messages that are degrading the male and their sex ability. Whether you are aware of this or not, these have direct or indirect effects on you and your subconscious. So, when you're having sex with a woman for the first time, typically you're going to be anxious. However, this should not stop you from being able to get it up. Now, moving a little further. So now you have these subconscious messages in the back of your mind that you're not aware that you're thinking about while you're trying to put your body in a relaxed state that will allow your body to do what it is built to naturally do. Your body is built to naturally have an erection or to become aroused so that you can move forward with having a sexual experience. Your body is already equipped. So if there is an impedance upon that, it is strictly mental if it's not medical, okay? First of all, let's talk about what you need to do. This is what you would need to do. First of all, you would need to understand that a 1 minute man, first of all, there's nothing wrong with a 1 minute man. Not everybody likes to have sex forever, okay? Let's just talk about that. Not every girl you are going to have sex with wants to have sex for an hour. Some women just want theirs too. They want to get in, they want to get out too, okay? So the ideal that a 1 minute man is undesirable, you got to get rid of that idea too. You have to get rid of that idea that a 1 minute man is not desirable. This will release your subconscious to allow you to accept the fact that if you do come fast, it is okay. It allows you to accept the fact that if you do come fast, it is okay. And you now can relax and let your body, become erect naturally. This is how you combat. This is a mental block if you really think about it. This is how you combat that sort of thing. You have to target the ideal that's in the back of your mind, and it's usually related to not being able to perform. So now you're thinking about not being able to perform, so your body is naturally following your mind and not performing. You are literally creating what you're thinking about, okay? Now, that is why men can't perform when they have performance anxiety. It's because they're thinking about everything that could go wrong, so much so that you're stopping your body from doing what it needs to do naturally, okay? You're taking your body out of that relaxed state that it needs to be in order to be able to just do its job. That's you guys. Women, not being able to, I'm not talking about not being able to orgasm, although that is relatable too. I'm talking about the women who come home, who have a partner, and the partner wants to have sex, and she cannot for the life of her bring herself to be able to engage in a sexual activity with her partner. Her problem is she's thinking about all of the work that is going to have to go into becoming aroused, having that sexual experience, and then all the cleanup afterwards. I know guys don't know, but we do think about the cleanup because you guys don't really have to think about cleanup. I mean, sometimes you have to clean up, but women always have to clean up, okay? So, men, if you have a partner who is worried about the work and the cleanup, right? This is how you can help her. You can tell her, hey, boo thing, I got you. Don't worry about the towel. I'll go. The cleanup? Okay. Or you said, what is the cleanup? The cleanup is the vaginal secretions that's coming from her vagina hole. Or the sperm you just put all over her stomach, ass, or tits. Or inside. All of that has to be cleaned. If you come in a woman, it's coming out. She's got to clean it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women, when a man wants to have sex with her, she's thinking, not only do I have to become aroused now, but I have to do some writing, some dick sucking. I don't know. It's a lot of work. And then after that, I have to clean some stuff up. I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, and I don't have the energy to do that. So what you should tell her is, I got you. You don't have to do any work. And I got the cleanup. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, if there's nothing really, bothering her, she will take you up on that offer. Because we like to have sex too. It's just that if she's tired, all those extra steps, she's not trying to do. Okay? Now, ladies, if this is a problem for you, being able to have sex on demand, like when your man is like, hey, you know what I'm saying, come over here, they want to kiss on you and touch on you and stuff like that. You're just like, oh no, I'm just too tired. Your blockage is thinking about what has to be done instead of allowing your body to guide you into the experience. Instead of letting your mind lead you in this experience, allow your body to lead you in the experience. What do I mean? Start touching. Start there. You can start by rubbing, licking. Foreplay is really what we're talking about. You can start by doing all of those things and just allow your body to go into it. If you feel like you're too tired, look, the hardest part is getting started, okay? Once a woman is in there and she's enjoying herself, you can take it to the end. That's how so many babies is born with the tip in. It gotta be like, oh, let me just put the tip in. Let me put the tip in. That's why babies be coming. Because once you get started, it's over. It's just getting over that starting point, that mental barrier of, oh my God, all the things that are about to transpire. I have to do this, I have to do that. Stop thinking about things like that. Sex should not be a chore. It should definitely be a means of playtime with your partner. It should be a means of bonding and connection and spiritual healing. Okay, that's what sex is for, aside from procreation. All right, so when you think about sex, don't think about it as a chore. Think about it as an opportunity to release some stress, to connect to your partner, and just to have a good experience. All right, let's check the chats. Says she can just moan and fake it, but it's different for a guy, I guess. Yeah, well, I'm more so talking about the women that don't even get to the moaning. They don't even get there because they don't want to do it because it's too much work. Akashi says, like you. Oh, thanks. Like you too, boo. A small package can be a turn off. For you, maybe, but there are some women that prefer small penises because they feel better. They're not as painful. Maybe she has a smaller canal, He can't just take care of that with his tongue. A good man will take care of all of that with his tongue. I'm just saying. A good man will clean up everything and there won't be no cleanup. We're talking about the vanillas though. We're talking about people that have sex, they got a life to try and maintain. Sex is not like their number one priority, but maybe like their number two. They like it, they enjoy it, they incorporate it in their lives, but they're not like, superstars when it comes to having sex. That's who we're talking to today. But yes, Lakeisha, you're right. He can just clean it up. You're so right. That's what KY is for. What is what KY is for? Just keep some towels by the bed. True. That is true. That is a great recommendation, Alicia. What you can do is they do have those disposable wipes. They have disposable wipes. You keep a pack by the bed. or regular wipes, whatever, little trash can right by the bed. Make this as easy for you as possible. And another thing that I want to tell the women is, ladies, sex is good for you. Sex is good for you. Look, I understand that sometimes you're tired. I do. But if you will allow yourself to at least get into the mood, right? You can release some of that stress that is taxing your body, causing you to be tired. Okay? So I know, and when you get headaches too, sex helps to relieve headaches. So a lot of times it's just that women don't understand that sex has great benefits, and so they pass it up thinking, oh, sex, my partner just wants to have sex, or this moment is just for him. No, lady, no. Sex is good for you, and if you have a headache, don't let that be your excuse, because sex can cure the headache. Okay? Let's see here. Oops. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so yeah, that was a great recommendation, Alicia. You can keep some wipes by the bed. Keep a little trash can right there so you can just throw it all in there. Just move some of the things around in your bedroom to make sex easier for you. If you have a little nightstand by your bed, put your toys in the nightstand right there by the bed. All your KY jelly, y'all talk about